If we're not at a Disney park, we're dreaming about being there, and a cup of Joffrey's Coffee Disney Blend helps. But what about when you're at a Disney park? The Joffrey's Disney Kiosk and Restaurant Locator will make sure you never miss out. Whether it's a cool drink on a hot summer vacation or a great cup of coffee at a Disney signature restaurant, Joffrey's has you covered. Check it out at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. To our new passengers, we welcome you aboard our Highway in the Sky and hope you've enjoyed the Magic Kingdom.
Hey everyone, welcome back to ResortLoop.com. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is episode 551. Bob, how are you doing this beautiful day?
Oh, hot. What happened?
I love it.
Winter to summer immediately.
That's Ohio.
Northeast Ohio.
I never, or when I say never, I mean rarely complain about the heat because I always remember the snow.
Absolutely. Never complain about the heat. Yeah, I reserve my complaining for the cold. By the way, thoughts are for all those folks down in Florida and everybody who's just getting slammed with all of, what is it, Alberto or Alberto or somebody. The water, the tropical storm just beating up everybody.
The VO5 of storms.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. Our hearts go out to you guys that are on vacation, especially, or were on vacation at Walt Disney World. During that, we've been there. We know what that's like. You just do the best you can with your trip when it's so wet. But
buy your ponchos and go.
Tim, the best thing to do.
Yes.
When it's raining, as long as it's not thunderstorming, when it's raining at Walt Disney World.
I smell a segue.
No, they don't have those tours anymore.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah, too bad. Why not just continue to get wet and go to one of the water parks?
Oh, who doesn't love a good water park?
So we thought we would discuss whether it was worth the splurge.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is that our theme?
No, not really. I should have a better stinger than that, but that's all I had locked and loaded.
You're going to have to record that for me.
Let's try it. We'll have to try another one.
So here's the deal. Of course, everybody knows you guys got the two water parks at Walt Disney World, Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Water Park.
Yes.
And, of course, Disney's Blizzard Beach Water Park. So here's what they say about Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. Soak up a storm of fun under the Florida sun, plunge down rushing rapids, sunbathe on a sandy beach, glide down a lazy river, and enjoy the thrills and spills of the whitewater journey called Misadventure Falls.
Right.
I love a good lazy river.
Oh, don't you though? I'm more of a glider than a plunger.
Absolutely. Listen, folks, I got lousy health insurance. I can't do any plunging anymore. It's just whatever is the least apt for me to break a hip.
If I plunge, Disney won't be able to afford the damage from the tsunami. That's all I'm going to say right there.
Here's what they say about Disney's Blizzard Beach Water Park. Discover frosty fun for the whole family at Disney's Blizzard Beach Water Park, a one-time ski resort that has melted into a watery wonderland. Zip down the slushy slopes of Mount Gushmore on one of the world's tallest, fastest water slides. Float down the tranquil river and sunbathe on the white sand beach. Children under 48 inches tall can even splash around in their own water play area with a snow castle fountain and kid-sized water slides. How about that?
Nice.
Now here's the deal.
Hit me with the deal.
Here's the deal. They're open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mm-hmm. Typhoon Lagoon till 6 p.m. Cost for this.
Right.
For each one of those, $65.
Yes.
$65 for a one-day ticket. Okay? Here's the thing, though.
Right.
I did research.
There's paper.
Research. We don't do any research. We just always have paper laying around so we can do this.
Wait, I have it too.
See? That's what we're talking about.
That's actually a bag of popcorn. But anyway.
Now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot. Here's what is kind of interesting. For an annual pass to the water parks, all right, $130.
Wow.
$130 for a the water parks annual pass. If you want to do a water park with blackouts, by the way, you're going to save $5. So if they have blackout dates.
Wow.
So if you're going to be there, outside of the blackout dates, the blackout dates for the most part are May 26th to August 26th. So summer.
Oh, it blocks out the whole summer. I thought it was just going to be like July 4th.
No.
Oh, geez.
So if you happen to be there, it's going to be a little bit cheaper for you if you're there outside of that. But then they do shut down. So for wintertime sometimes. But here's $65.
Yes.
$65 for what is in essence a 2 and 5, 7 or 8 hour day.
Yes. Right.
7 or 8 hours. Worth the splurge or not, Mr. Scott?
Can I give a caveat, or is this just a yes or no?
Hang on, I got to Google caviar. What? Now, yes, you can give whatever you want. Yes, absolutely, because it will depend on people's scenarios. Absolutely.
I'm going to say with teenagers, must do at least once to see if everybody would like it. Although I have another caveat we'll talk about a little later on. Young kids, these are awfully big water parks if you're going to try to follow your kids around quite a bit. And there's going to be really big things that they're going to see that they're not going to be able to necessarily do or you won't want them to do.
True.
So I'm going to say if you have younger kids, it's not worth the splurge. There's another splurge for that one. But let's say teenagers, you got to give it a shot. Because we did Typhoon Lagoon, I know, a couple trips ago. I enjoyed it a whole lot more than I thought I was going to. And we already mentioned it, the lazy river.
Well, I hate to disagree with you, so I won't.
See? Smart man.
See what I did there?
I see what you did.
Absolutely, because here's the thing. Because it's only open from 10 a.m. to 5 or 6 p.m., depending on which one you go to, you're going to want to stay there the whole day. And the little ones are going to tire out, as they do in the Florida heat, and they're not going to be able to do as much as you want. So you're going to spend a lot of that time just sitting while they're napping. Right. You don't want to necessarily go back to your resort and then come back later because there really isn't time later. It's not like going to the parks.
No.
So absolutely, if you've got teenagers, this is a must-do, unless you're staying at the beach club.
Oh, that's going to bring me to my point.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, if you take that $65, and I'm going to do my math here on the calculator to make sure I don't mess this up. That's $260. Take that water park money and stay at the beach club for one night.
There you go.
It's much more manageable with the young kids. There's much more, I don't want to say much more things for them to do. There's plenty for them to do. They're going to enjoy the beach club. You're going to enjoy Stormalong Bay and staying at the beach club. Staying at the heart of Crescent Lake there. Such a great location. That would be actually my suggestion if you were thinking about doing a water park and you're not too sure about it.
Absolutely.
Go to the beach club.
I agree 100% again. Well, how is this happening?
I don't know. What has gone on?
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about add an extra $250, and you're already staying at, let's just say, one of the moderates, why not do that upgrade and spend, maybe your last night with a split stay, maybe spend that last day over at the beach club and enjoy the beach club, because you can use the facilities even before you check into your room.
Right.
So you can go and say, yes, we're staying here. We don't check in, our room's not ready till 3:00, but you can use the pool for that day. So that makes a nice split stay if you're not, instead of going to the parks. And you're dead on. If you got a family of 4 and you're going to use that kind of money or spend that kind of money, why not?
Right.
So.
And I brought up what Stormalong Bay has just so we can kind of compare it here.
Okay.
Disney's website says 3 acres of aquatic fun, an expansive sand bottom pool. I do enjoy that sand bottom. It's very pleasant.
Yeah. Very cool.
You have a mast of a life-size shipwreck replica with a 230-foot water slide.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy river. You can unwind in 3 whirlpool spas or simply relax on the elevated tanning deck. Children can wade in the main pool from the gently sloping sandy beach and cool off in the shipwreck pool, complete with a miniature water slide for them. 795,000 gallons of water, comprising an impressive complex of pools that range from swirling to placid, open to secluded and cool to warm for every member of your family. It can be a place to make a splash at Stormalong Bay. It is so huge. It is just almost like the perfect size for a young family.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And really, that water slide that you have over in the shipwreck, you're never waiting. It's not like the water parks. You will stand and wait for certain rides. I know Crush and Gusher, we waited, the waits aren't horrible. It's a 10-minute wait or whatever it might be.
Right.
But you are gonna wait for some of the more exciting rides over at Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach. But I agree with you. Now let me ask you this question, since we're doing this. With everything that's going on. So is there any other property on Disney that you say you don't need to do a water park because you're already, you can enjoy that pool?
I've thought about it. Without a doubt, the beach club or the yacht club pool, Stormalong Bay, number 1. Mm-hmm. Old Man Island. Well, it's not a water park. It's a very nice pool.
Yes.
And remember, with these, you're actually at your hotel, so you can go to the pool for like an hour or two, maybe go back to the room, get out of the sun for a while, get some lunch, go back. It's not like you're stuck there for the full 6 or 7 hours, and you're getting on the Disney bus transportation to get you back and forth in a wet swimsuit. I know you can change there, but you don't have to worry about the towels. So much easier. I would almost even maybe go. I'm a big fan of that Polynesian volcano pool.
There's that one too.
Again, not massive, but so highly themed. Oh, the Animal Kingdom Lodge pool.
That one's nice, but what about the kid play area over at the Grand Floridian?
Look at you, and throwing out another one.
So, but again, you got to remember that's if you want to add on to your trip. That's if you want to do a split stay, something like that, because you're not going to be able to do that if you're saying, okay, we can only afford, the value resorts, or we can only afford to stay in the lower end moderates. I say if you're doing a value resort, definitely have to do this if you've got teenagers. If you're staying off site, you definitely have to do this. It is the water parks at Disney are fantastic. Fantastic.
Oh yes.
Now let me throw this at you.
All right.
I got a couple other things here to consider.
Okay.
All right. Let's say you're like, I don't know if I want to commit to the whole thing. I don't know if I want to do that whole thing. For $10 less, $55, you can do the Disney H2O Glow nights at Typhoon Lagoon, which I would love to do this because I'd love to see that park at night.
Okay.
I want to do this. It says, celebrate an incredible summer and join us for the ultimate glow party at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Water Park. 16 select nights from June 21st to August 11th. Join Rex, the dinosaur of ceremonies, and his Toy Story pals when special lighting and entertainment turns this watery world into an electrifying nighttime celebration. This event takes place, 16 evenings. So, I love this. This is on usually on Thursdays and Saturdays, and it's $55.
What are the hours for this again?
The hours for it are 8 to 11, but you can get in at 7.
Okay.
This is completely separate from your other tickets. So I would not try and do a whole day where you're doing till 6 o'clock, then go back, maybe grab something to eat, and then come back to this. Don't do that. But I want to do this. I want to do this because, again, this is one of those things like you remember when Animal Kingdom was not open at night. To be able to be there at night was such a cool thing.
Right. Absolutely.
Whole different look. So I want to do the Typhoon Lagoon H2O Glow Nights with the Pixar folks. I think that's going to be fantastic.
That sounds like a good time. I'm wondering how well it is lit. I mean, I keep picturing like going with little kids, or it might be harder to keep an eye on them. But again,
well, yeah, true.
I'm thinking if you're there with, older kids, not even teenagers or preteens, I think it'd probably be fantastic.
Yeah, the teenagers, your kids, and if you think that your little ones will really, you'll get your money's worth out of it, I say go. I think the kids' play areas you can get at so many of the other resorts, and that's what you got to look at. Just like we just got done saying, there's some great smaller kids activities at the other resorts. Not to mention, let's talk. Even when we were at Pop Century last time, they had all kinds of activities for the little ones around the pool that they got to do.
Right.
So, I would say teenagers, it's a must-do. Maybe not so much if you've got younger ones.
If you were going to go with younger ones, I like the time frame for this more. Because say maybe you take a day off, maybe you just go in the park in the morning, you go back, you do take the nap, get everyone out of the sun for a nice amount of time, then you go back kind of in the evening as the sun's getting a little later in the day.
But here's my question. Do you then want to give those kids a bath after, at 11 o'clock at night, midnight, by the time you get back to your room? They're going to be wiped out.
They will be wiped out. You might just have to wipe them in a towel and tuck them in.
Take off the wet suit. You don't want them getting hypothermia.
Those kids will be out. You go back to that room, you order a pizza just for you and your wife. The kids are going to sleep right through it.
There you go. And keep in mind, too, like I said, you can stay the whole time because there's so many great places to eat at all of these. So, it's a whole day experience at either one of these. For example, we've got over at Typhoon Lagoon, you got Leaning Palms counter service. Let's go slurping.
Did you see
like saying it?
Did you see the menu for this this at Typhoon Lagoon?
No. Tell me.
Leaning Palms. They got your chicken salad, your burgers. Get a smoked sausage sandwich with caramelized onions and house pickles.
Oh my!
I know, an Impossible Burger with crispy banana peppers, chipotle mayonnaise, and French fries. Here's what I'm going for, though: the barbecue sampler. Choice of smoked beef brisket or pulled pork with baby back ribs, smoked sausage, baked beans, coleslaw, and Texas toast.
Wow!
I know, and they got family platters.
That sounds fantastic.
They got family platters with a rice bowl and another barbecue platter. I mean,
nice.
I know.
Nice. So, I mean, you're going to be able to spend the entire time there. And the beauty of that is, like you said, if you've got teenagers, you just say, go. Right. Just go have fun, stay within the park, and just have a good time. Because, again, with the Disney being Disney, they've got plenty of lifeguards on hand, keeping an eye on things. You got that massive wave pool with both of them. So I would definitely do this with my teenage kids. It's a nice day to take a break and get out. Now, how long do you think? What's your time frame vacation wise? What size vacation does someone need in order to then go and enjoy these parks?
I'm thinking like about a 5, 6, 7 day vacation for a day at the water parks.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you're going to want to get all your park stuff in, or at least most of your park stuff in before you'd enjoy the water parks.
Right.
What do you think?
Right. I agree. I think the best vacation, this is my scenario, best vacation is you got 5 days at the parks. And the reason I say 5 is you want to hit each park, spend a day at each park, and then that last day, if you've got park hoppers, you can bounce around, or you just use that last day and pick your favorite and go to that park and spend a little bit extra time at that park. So there's your 5 days. Take a day off where you're just relaxing. That's your 6th day. And then your 7th day, go and enjoy one of the water parks. Maybe afterwards, after they close at 5 or 6 o'clock, grab some dinner and then go play some mini golf. Wrap up your vacation that way.
That sounds fantastic.
Week-long vacation, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it would be wonderful to be able to do all of that. And these water parks are nothing like you've ever experienced. We have water parks around here, and nothing like what you get over at Disney. And let me throw this at you, Tim. I was talking to our friend today that is a Universal fan.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
I was asking him about the Volcano Bay. I'm just going to say it. I know we don't usually say these horrible words, Volcano Bay. I said, how is it? He says, I don't know. It's too expensive. I can't go.
Oh, wow.
$85 per person.
Wow. That's why they're calling it their other theme park there. They're not calling it a water park. It's another theme park. They can charge more.
Charge more. Right. Exactly. So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying that the Universal's got maybe some cheaper hotels, but they're pricing you out in other areas. So
right.
Do the math. See if it works for you. Definitely recommend if you get teenagers.
Right. There's one thing we need to mention about these water parks, the Disney water parks. The Joffrey's locations.
What?
I know. There are Joffrey's locations inside the water parks, and that's actually where they got their start. Remember Chris DeMezzo?
Absolutely.
So you can get Joffrey's coffee at the Donut Cart, which is the original one in Walt Disney World, if I'm giving you my Joffrey's history correctly.
I think it is.
I believe so. That's at Typhoon Lagoon near the Singapore Sal's, which we actually set up our seat there last time we were there. Convenient on my part, I know. Also, the Arctic Dots ice cream cart at Typhoon Lagoon near Singapore Sal's also has Joffrey's. Let's see, near Let's Go Slurpin' at Typhoon Lagoon. And then you can get near the Lottawada Lodge at Blizzard Beach, and also at the near the Polar Pub in Blizzard Beach. You can get all the Joffrey. Those are all the Joffrey's kiosks.
Wow, I love it.
Oh, and I did get a cup of hot coffee at Typhoon Lagoon, and it was fantastic.
In June.
It was June or July last time we were there, because I had to get it. It smelled good. I was in the mood. And I loved it. But they have plenty of ice. They had ice stuff there also, so don't let that stop you.
Absolutely, you got to do Joffrey's while you're there. You need that extra kick, guys. We all know you're going to get wiped out, and so grab some of that Joffrey's. How about some of this? How about you can also, my friend, at Typhoon Lagoon, do a little surfing. You want to do some surfing?
No, I don't.
Hang 10?
I don't want to hang anything. But I will gladly watch. If you want to do it, I will gladly watch you someday.
For a mere $190, you can get some private surf lessons to learn to surf like a pro.
The lessons aren't that long. I would learn. They'd be called splashing lessons for Tim.
But that's got to tell you something about how wonderful this wave pool is. If you can learn how to surf on their wave pool, it's pretty cool.
The wave pool was awesome. We were there right as it was getting ready to start, so we kind of waited out a little bit far. We're like, oh, we're safe right here. We shouldn't get too big of a wave. It's like a horror movie. The wave just kept coming and building. Like,
no,
no,
save the children.
I was gonna say the same thing. Save the kids. Oh, my goodness.
Well, there you go. That is our take on worth the splurge, the Disney water parks. I'm going to say yes to that. You?
I say worth it, but if you ever wanted an excuse to stay at the beach club, take that money and just put that towards a hotel room for a night. I think you'll have a fantastic time.
Absolutely. Make sure you're crunching those numbers. It's become even more and more important to make sure it all makes sense to you.
And Tim Scott loves a night swim, just so everybody knows.
There you go. And really, over by Blizzard Beach, you've got the Winter Summerland Golf, Winterland Summerland Golf, mini golf. Fantastic. It's so much fun. Go do that one. It's Fantasia's nice. I like Fantasia, but Winter Summerland is great. So
nice.
Tim.
Yes.
That is all I've got.
Well, everybody, thanks for joining us. Always enjoy talking possible splurges at the Walt Disney World Resort. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, the website, ResortLoop.com, and over at ResortLoopTravel.com.
Like us on Facebook, rate us on iTunes, check out our YouTube channel, Resort Loop, and we got a lot of stuff on there for you, including the recipe box. Woo-hoo. And which, by the way, I know a lot of people were wondering what happened, but we had some technical difficulties.
Yes, we noticed that post-upload that there was a little glitch going on in there we have to correct. So it'll be up soon.
Yeah. So, Tim, what else should folks do?
Please, everyone, go out there and share all our platforms. The gateway to the magic.
See you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.